Hi, Maximizers. Welcome to my live. If this is your first time watching me, welcome. My name's Crystal, aka Crystal Maximizer, and I am a business coach. And I help coaches use social media to make more sales in their business. And I have been in business since 2018. And I started off as that coupon girl. I started off teaching women how to coupon, how to budget. Then my clients started asking me to help them start side hustles and to make more money. And I fell in love with teaching women how to start side hustles. And that grew into teaching women how to start and grow their businesses. And I completely fell in love with it. So in 2023, I decided to go all in and be a business coach. And it brings me so much joy to be able to help women make money doing something that they actually love. And for today's live, I want to talk about how to create a sales plan because I get a lot of questions and I see a lot of women struggling with making consistent sales in their business. So I would love to know who's here. So let me know in the comments where you're watching from. Hey, Andrea from Alabama. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from. And do you want to make sales in your business? Drop some money signs in the chat if you have a business and you want to make more sales in your business. Okay. So let me know where you're watching from. And if you have a business, put some money signs in the chat if you want to make more sales in your business. One thing that I found is that there are a lot of business owners, a lot of service providers out there, a lot of women who want to be a coach or started a coaching business and they just don't know how to make consistent sales. Hey, Laura from Tennessee, thank you so much for joining. They just don't know how to make the sales. They just don't know how to make consistent sales. They don't know how to sell by offering their offer as a solution to a problem. My brain sometimes thinks faster than I can speak. So, I really want to talk about having a sales plan because it is not enough for you as a business owner to just post, say, buy my offer, and expect the sales to come in. So, if you are a business owner and you want to make more sales and you want to make more consistent sales in your business, I want you to drop some money signs in the chat. If you want to make more sales or you want to make consistent sales in your business, drop some money signs in the chat because I have learned, and me as a business owner, we always want to make more money. We always want to make more sales. But even more important than all of that, we want it to be consistent. We don't want to make one sale on May 1st and then, one sale on May 25th and then like one sale on June 5th. No, we want consistent sales every day, every week, every month. We want that money consistently. One thing I've learned in the past 5 years as a business owner is that you have to have a sales plan. Coach Jay, drop some money signs. Coach Jay, what do you coach on? What is your business? What is your area? What is your industry? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Author Laura, so you are an author, you write books. Do you do anything else in your business? Let us know what your business is. So you have to have a plan. One thing that I have learned is that you have to have a plan. I've always been a planner. So when I started my business, how I planned my life, like I was always that girl in middle school and high school with a planner. Like I planned my hours because I would go to school, I would have cheer practice, I was in band, and I went to work. That was in high school. In college, I lived and died by my planner because I had 3 jobs, full-time credits at school. I had a social life. I was doing all the things. I've always been a planner. So when I started my business, I naturally carried that over. I have a paper planner and I have a multitude of digital project management tools, my Google Calendar. I use it all. Like you have to have a plan. You cannot be a business owner and expect to just post and expect sales. That is not how it's going to happen. Now, sometimes can you post and get a sale? Absolutely. But it's not going to be a consistent flow unless you have a sales plan. You said life and relationship coach. Ooh, I love that. How's it going for you? So let's talk about tips to help you create a sales plan. Okay. So my first tip for you is to set a clear sales goal. Now, I sit down every year and I set a big yearly goal of like, this is how much money I want to make for the year. We're going to make it a nice round number for our example. And let's just say my goal for the year is $100,000. Okay. We're talking about a sales plan, right? So I would encourage you, even though it's May, I want you to sit down if you haven't done this. And I want you to say, from June 1st to December 31st of 2024, I want to make X amount of dollars in my business. Okay. X amount of dollars in your business. Okay. Just starting out, but I'm enjoying your advice. Okay. I'd love to help you. Stay around for the live. Um, what is your sales goal for the rest of the year? Now, I want this goal to be something that feels achievable for you and not something that feels impossible. For me, saying that I want to make $1 million between now and the end of the year is a little bit of an impossible goal for me. Can anything happen? Absolutely. But the type of business model that I have, the way in which I am helping my clients, making $1 million would be a goal that will be unreachable for me. And if I set that as my goal, I would only feel like a failure because I didn't hit it, right? So realistically, for me and where I was in my business and what happened in the past, I decided I wanted to make $100,000 in 2024. If I make more, great. But I know based on my past, I can get to 100. I can get over 100 because I've done it before. Okay. So I want you to sit down and create a goal for the year. I like to do a calendar year. So I don't care if you just started your business yesterday, last week, and you've never set goals. From the day you watch this live until December 31st, how much do you want to make? If you feel comfortable sharing in the chat, share it in the chat. My goal for the year was 100,000. Okay. 100,000. That's your sales goal. Okay. Then I want you to break it up, right? So 100,000 in a year is about $25,000 per quarter. You know, our 12-month year can get broken down into 3 quarters. January, February, and March is quarter one. April, May, and June right now is quarter two. July, August, and September is quarter three. And then October, November, December is quarter four. So my goal is to make 25,000 every 3 months. To make that easy for myself, my goal is to make between $9,000 to $10,000 per month, because it's about 8,700 per month that will get you to that 100K year. So I aim for a little bit of a rounded number. I need to aim for 9,000 to 10,000. That's my goal per month to reach my goal of 100,000 for the year. If that makes sense, type yes in the comments. And I really want you to sit down and write these numbers out. Get a Google Doc, get an Excel spreadsheet, get your notebook for the year out, and I want you to write down, this is my goal for the rest of the year. Then I want you to break it up quarterly, and then I want you to break that sucker up monthly. I want you to break it up monthly. Okay. So if your goal is to make $10,000 between now and the end of the year, you're giving yourself 6 months to make $10,000. So you probably need to aim for $2,000 a month. That will get you to 12, but at least it's just a little bit over. You aim for 2,000 a month. Maybe you hit 2,200, 2,300. Maybe you have a little bit of a slower month and you make 1,500, but it will all even out, right? So I want you to break it down per month. Per month. Okay. Then we're going to do another level of math, right? So if I want to make $10,000, right? And my offer, for example, easy number is $1,000. Let's just say my coaching program is $1,000 and I want to make $10,000 in a month. You do the math. How much money do you want to make? Divided by how much your offer costs. It'll tell you I need to sell 10 coaching packages per month to make $10,000. I need to sell 10 coaching packages to make $10,000. Then I'm going to ask myself, is that possible? Is that realistic? If it's not, then it's like I either need to sell something else as well, or I need to increase my prices, or I got to lower my goal. I feel comfortable selling 10 $1,000 packages in a month. Okay. I can absolutely do that. My 3 month coaching package is $2,500. So realistically, I could sell 4 of those per month and reach my goal, not to mention anything else that I'm selling. Hey, Davis Delivers, thank you so much for joining. So, Coach Jay says yes. Arthenia says yes? Yes. Okay, it's making sense. Cool. So you need to know your numbers and do the math. This is a part of the sales planning process, because a lot of times you start a business and you just want to make money. So if you tell God, you tell the universe you want to make money, you make $100, you've made money, but you weren't specific enough. You have to be specific in your goals for yourself. So if I know I need to sell 4 of my 3-month coaching packages, I have a sales goal. I know where I'm starting and I know where I want to end. And I know how close I'm getting to my $100,000 year goal. If you don't have a goal, you can't, I don't want to say judge yourself, but you can't monitor your progress. You can't track your progress. If you don't know how many of your offers you need to sell, baby, you're doing yourself a disservice. As a coach, I'm selling coaching packages, I'm selling one-on-ones. Besides this live boot camp that I'm having this weekend, the only way you're going to be able to work with me for the rest of the year is inside of my one-on-one coaching. So I set out how many one-on-one spots I want to open for the rest of the year, how many I'm opening per month. That's it. That's all. To reach my goals, I know exactly how much I need to sell. If you don't know that for yourself, you're doing yourself a disservice. So step 1, create your sales goal for the rest of the year, break it down per month, and then do the math, divide to see how many of your offer do you need to sell. Now, if you want to make $1,000, you got to sell 10 $100 things. You got to sell 20 $50 things. You got to sell 50 $20 things. So do your math to see, and then adjust your goals accordingly. Okay? Adjust your goals accordingly. So that's my first tip when it comes to creating your sales plan. Okay? And I don't have a moderator, so we got a black people. Okay? So, step 1, create a sales goal and do the math. Okay? Second tip, this is very important. I need you to get crystal clear on your offer. So, for my coaches out there, what are you selling? All right. Someone here is a relationship coach. You said you just started. Is your package created? Do you know what you're selling? Yes or no? You may not be hitting your sales goals because if you are unsure about what you're selling, if you are unsure what your ideal clients can buy from you, they're unsure about purchasing and they're not going to buy from you. So I need you to get crystal clear on your offer. Okay. So as a coach, tell me the features. When I leave this program, one-on-one group, when I leave this program, of course, when I leave this program, what am I going to leave with? What is this program going to help me with? How is working with you as a coach going to give me more of what I want? When I say get clear about your offer, that's what I mean. What is the transformation of your offer? Because as a coach, I'm not going to say I can't. As a coach, I don't offer anything tangible to you. Okay. I offer you the transformation that you desire. So I offer you the opportunity to leave with a clear social media strategy that you can replicate month after month, quarter after quarter to make sales. You are going to leave with more confidence in your decisions. You're going to leave with more clarity in your offers. You're going to leave feeling more supported. Okay. And at the end of my 3-month coaching, you may extend. I have a client who's been with me. I think she's been with me for over 2 years now. She started as a 6-month client and just kept adding on. And now she's just a month-to-month client because she loves the coaching so much. She's been with me for 2 years because she loves being supported. She loves having someone to bounce ideas off of. So when I am finished with your program, what am I going to leave with? So I need you to sit down and ask yourself, what is the transformation of your offer? Why does my ideal client need it? What are they going to leave with? And how does it manifest in their life? Okay. So you sell books. So you write the books and sell them. Cool. So your ideal clients leave with an actual book. But then what is the transformation of your book? Moneywithjonathan.com. Hello. Thank you for joining the live. So get crystal clear on what you're selling. What is your offer and why does your ideal client need it? When you're thinking about selling, you think about the other person. You think about what problem is this solving? How is this offer going to solve their problem? That's what you want to focus on when you get clear on your offer. Okay. So as a coach, get crystal clear on your offer. Okay. My next tip for you when it comes to creating a sales plan, right? Because remember, in tip 1, we set our goals. And then part of that goal was figuring out how many of your offer you needed to sell. Next step in your sales plan is to get crystal clear on your offer and write all the questions I stated for you out about your offer. Next is, what is your client journey in your sales plan? Remember when I started the live and I said you can't just expect to post on social media and expect to get sales? What is your client journey? How do they go from watching a piece of content, seeing your stories, seeing you on a live, to a paying customer? What is that client journey? I need you to write it out. My client journey is as follows. I want my audience to see I want my audience to see a piece of my content. Okay? I want them to next watch some of my lives, actually live. The replays are great, but watching me live is so good. So good. Then I want you to watch my lives. Once you watch my lives, I want you to get on my email list so that you are in my community, because I don't own my social media. Now, I have made my multiple six figures using social media, but I don't own my social media. I only own my email list. So if you are not on the Krista Maximizer email list, go to my website now, KristaMaximizer.com, scroll to the bottom, get on the email list. Get on the email list, because if any of these social media platforms go away, I want to be able to have a direct connection to you. And also, I want to be able to sell right into your inbox. Most people have their email on their phone. So many of us buy from emails. Raise your hand if you bought from an email, a product or a service you bought from an email. You saw an email, you saw a deal, you saw a promo, you saw a discount code, you saw a Memorial Day sale in an email, and you bought, right? Email marketing is still top tier marketing. So I want you on my email list. And then from my email list, I want you to make a purchase. Now, do some people watch me live and then purchase from me? Absolutely. Do some people watch me live, get in my DMs, and then buy from me? Absolutely. They're going to get on the email list. But the client journey that I have in mind, that is what I want. I want you to watch some content, join me for a live, get on that email list, then become a client. Once you're on my email list, when you click reply to a Krista Maximizer email, hi, I'm the woman responding to those emails. Okay. Not a team member, it's Crystal. So when you click reply, I'm reading your email. Okay. So that is the client journey that I want, because it cannot just be you see a piece of content and you buy. That can happen, but what is your client journey for them to go through? Because people may follow you, people may watch your content, and they may not buy for a while, but you want them in your community. You want them in your atmosphere. Coach Jay says to have better communication with your partner, to reduce arguments, and create better resolution, conflict resolution. I love that. I love that. And we can even get even a tad bit more specific, right? Because when you reduce arguments with your partner, what does that lead to in your life? When you have better conflict resolution, what does that lead to in your relationship? So, like, we can even go down, because once I can see that, oh my gosh, working with Coach Jay is going to allow the days to go smoother with my partner. We're going to actually be able to have more intimate time because we're not angry at each other and yelling at each other and fussing with each other. That's like, okay, I'm going to pay Coach Jay to help me solve my problem. People need to see the resolution that they're going to get through your coaching program, right? So I love that, Coach Jay. I love that transformation. We can even go even deeper and make it more specific. So when your ideal client sees that, they're like, yes, ma'am, let me sign up and work with Coach Jay. Okay. So, what is your client journey? What is your client journey? Put that on your sales plan. I need a sip of water. Does this make sense? Do we have any questions yet? I still have a couple more tips. Whew. Next tip, decide how you're going to show up and sell. How are you going to show up and sell? What is your preferred way to sell? Business owners, let me know in the comments, how do you like to sell? Are you someone who sells in person? Maybe you sell physical products, you go to farmers markets, you go to vending events, you sell in person. Are you someone who sells on your stories? I love watching some of the business coaches who literally sell in their stories. They do live trainings and then they just riff off and sell in their stories. Okay. Then there's people like me, which is also one of our next tips. Okay, who love to go live. Now, before I dig into the go live, some people use stories. Some people post their content. Some people sell in person. Some people like to use video content. I also sell in my video content. Some people like to run ads and sell, what have you. But I need you to decide, how are you going to show up and sell? This is a part of your sales plan because you've set the goal, you've got clear on your offer, you know what your client journey is. Now it's up to you to make the offers. You have to ask for the sales. We are not Amazon, we're not Target, we're not Shein, we're not Michaels, we're not Lowe's. No one's going to KristenMaximizer.com unless I send them, unless they watch a piece of content. So I have to actively show up in order to ask for the sale. My preferred method, which is my next tip to sell, is to go live. What I'm doing right now is my preferred method of selling. Now, do I post content every single week on my YouTube channel? Do I go on my stories? I'm getting a lot better with posting on my Instagram stories. I said I post content, I said I do stories. Those are the two other things I do. Do I send emails? Because email selling, absolutely, I do those things. But if I could get rid of everything and only go live, I would only go live. Now, going live is a gem when it comes to selling. Number one, you get to see me authentically. I'm sitting at my mama's house with these drapes and these walls. This is not my house. This is my mom's house, right? I'm at my mom's house. I'm chilling. I got to go live at 9 o'clock after I did all this other stuff today. I chilled. I relaxed. You get to see me authentically as me. You get to hear my voice. You get to see my face. You get to hear me cuss a little because I do cuss a little, right? You get to hear how I help. You get to see me engage with my audience. You get to see me answer questions. But most importantly, you get to hear me tell you why joining my live bootcamp, which happening this Sunday, June 2nd through the 4th, will help you show up on live and make more sales in your business. You get to hear me talk about my offer in detail. You get to hear me talk about why going live is going to help you make more sales in your business. Number one, as a business owner, more specifically as a coach of any sort of coach, your audience needs to know you, like you, and trust you before they buy from you. They need to see you as an authority in your area. They need to see that you know what you're doing. You wouldn't send your kid to a basketball coach that cannot dribble a basketball. You wouldn't go to a fitness coach, right, who doesn't work out themselves, who doesn't eat right, who doesn't have a fitness regimen. If this makes sense, type yes in the chat. People buy from people they know, like, and trust. So because we aren't Amazon, because we aren't Walmart, we don't have that trust factor with our audience. We are building that trust factor, right? And going live allows you to build that trust factor. Some of you, this is your first time watching me. And if you're still watching right now, if you've watched me for more than 10 minutes, you're probably like, I kind of like her. Let me watch more. So maybe you'll watch a few more of my lives and you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like I know her. Like, hey, Kristen Maximizer, you my girl. You watch a few more lives, you're like, okay, she told me to try this. I tried it. It worked. Okay, I trust her advice. And then you're like, okay, she's offering her one-on-one coaching. Let me go ahead and invest, because if I got this from her free content, I can only imagine what it would be like to be her client. So after maybe 10 or 12 lives, maybe after 10 or 12 pieces of content, you're like, she's my girl. I'm going to go work with her. The know, like, and trust factor becomes so important when you are live because you're getting it in real time. You get to see me answer other people's questions. So even if you don't ask me a question, if you see how I'm interacting with Coach Jay, if you drop your stuff in the comments, I would interact with you the same way. You saw me acknowledge Laura, who's the author, right? Because she commented on the live. I'm live on all of my platforms right now. So I'm live on 2 YouTube channels, a Facebook page, TikTok, and Instagram. So if you can't see all the people I'm talking about, that's why. But you see me interacting with these ladies who have shared about their businesses. If I interact with them, I interact with everybody. I respond to every single comment. I call people by their names. I'm genuinely interested in who's following me. I'm genuinely interested in my audience because I know that not everyone can afford to work with me as a coach with where they are in their business. But my free content can definitely help you get more of what you want. And just because you can't work with me today doesn't mean in 6 months or a year or 2 years, you cannot work with me. So when I'm live, I get the opportunity to help so many people. I feel like I get to help more people than when they watch my stagnant content. Because when you watch my stagnant content, you get no interaction. You can ask me a question on a video, but you don't know how soon I'm going to respond. If you drop a question in this live right now, I'm going to answer it for you. You get firsthand from me, and you're not waiting for a response. And sometimes you wait so long for a response, you're like, crap, I don't even remember why I asked this question. I don't even need it anymore. I've already figured it out. Versus going live right now, I can give you the answer. ASAP, I can just give you the answer. Okay. So going live is my preferred method to actually show up and sell to my audience. So when you are creating your sales plan, you've got to decide what is your preferred method to show up and sell. And you've got to double down and triple down on that. As a business owner, as a coach, you have to make the sales. We're writing out this plan, but you have to ask for the sale every day. You cannot expect to post about something once and get an influx of sales. That's what this sales plan is going to help you do and help you see. Because remember, if you got to sell 10 coaching packages this month and it's the second week of the month and you've only sold one, okay, you got to kick it into gear. You've got to step it up. You've got to show up in your preferred method. Now, if you are someone who's like, you know what, I want to utilize live more to make sales, I want you to put a number 1 in the chat. Put a number 1 in the chat if you're like, you know what, Crystal, I want to go live more in my business, but I don't know how to do it. I'm unsure how to make live work for me. I've written down all the things, I've done all the things, but live just doesn't work for me. No one shows up. I don't know what to say. It's a little awkward. Do I really have to show my face? Just put a number 1 in the chat if you desire to go live more, but you feel a little bit uneasy about it. Because I've had a lot of people come to me and their biggest gripe is, I just don't know what to say. Or what happens if no one shows up? Okay. And I want to talk to you about what that means. So, number 1, if no one shows up, it's all right. Want me to tell you why? Because basically, on every single platform, you can save your live replays and post it to your feed. I haven't really posted on my Instagram. I've only posted my live replays. My Krista Maximizer YouTube channel, haven't posted over there. I've literally just been posting my live replays. And you want me to tell you the secret? My live replays get more views on every single platform than I get lives in real time. As much as I love going live in real time, the replays get so many more views. And I have some live replays who've gotten more views than like actual video content that I've created, because the authenticity of going live and the level of engagement that you give your audience when you're going live, people like that. We're nosy and we all want to be seen. We want to be heard. We want to be helped. And I feel like live gives you that intimate feeling without you having to do a lot. Because all you have to do is sit and listen and take notes and comment a little, right? So if you're like, you know what, Crystal, I want to utilize live, right? I have a little bit of an audience on my social media platform and I want to use it. I'm sick and tired of not selling on live and I want to do it. So I want to invite you to my live bootcamp. It's a 3-day live bootcamp that's happening on Zoom. And in this bootcamp, I'm going to help you create a social media live strategy where you're going to know what to talk about. You're going to know how to talk about it. You're going to get your audience excited. And my favorite thing is you're going to sell your ass off. You're going to feel confident to show up on live and even more excited to sell your offer. So each day we're going to cover something different. So day 1 is your live game plan. This is where we're going to decide your live topics. So every day this week, I have a live topic. Every day for the month that I plan to go live, I have a live topic. And I'm going to help you figure out how to choose your live topics. I'm going to help you figure out when you should go live and for how long you need to go live. I always get the question of like, do I have to sit on live for an hour? Can I just go live for 5 minutes? What's the best amount of time to go live? And then preparing your live assets, because you want to have some things like thumbnails, captions, emails. If you have an email list, you want to have some live assets, some things that are going to go together to help you prepare before you even go live. So that's what we're going to cover on day 1. How to figure out what to talk about, how long you should go live, and preparing your live assets. Now, on day 2 of the live bootcamp, it's all about preparing to show up. This is where we're going to help you pull that confidence out of yourself. One thing I'll say, I want you to ask yourself, is your business important to you? Yes or no? Are you willing to do the hard things to grow your business? Yes or no? Right? That alone will help you pull out that confidence. But I also have a couple more tips that I'm going to share with you to help you pull the greatness out of yourself so you can show up on live as the boss that you are, even if you feel scared. We're going to figure out your talking points. I know you've seen me look to the left, right? I love to talk. I've been a talker my whole life. I know this stuff inside and out. I make talking points because I get off topic. And I'll forget because I'll just rant and rant. And don't let someone ask me a question. I'm really off the beaten path, right? I make talking points for every live. I have a project management software where I put all of my topics and I'm like, oh, I'm going live on the 30th. This is what I'm talking about. I'm going live tomorrow. This is what I'm talking about. I went live yesterday. This is what I'm talking about. So we're going to get your live points ready. And most importantly, we're going to get your offer ready to sell. So those questions that I was asking you about your offer earlier, we're going to make sure your offer is ready to sell. If your offer is not ready to sell, you cannot make sales. If your offer is not easily accessible, you cannot make sales. So if you don't have a website, a landing page, an easy link for people to access, they're not going to buy from you. If it's hard for me to give you my money, you won't get it. Does this make sense? Yes or no? It needs to be easy for people to buy from you. If it's hard for them to give you their money, they aren't going to give it to you. They're not going to buy it. They're going to buy from someone else that makes it easier. Why do y'all think TikTok made the TikTok shop? Because they wanted to get a piece of the money because it's easy for people to buy on TikTok shop. It's easy. So you have to make it easy for your audience to buy from you. If I got to DM you or Cash App or Venmo, I want to click a link, pick my payment method, and buy. So I'm going to help you make sure that your offer is ready to sell. Day 3, by far my favorite day, I'm going to teach you how to sell your ass off. Okay. So I'm going to teach you how to engage with your audience. I'm going to teach you how to sell your offer without selling, sell your offer without feeling sleazy, sell your offer without feeling salesy. And you are going to feel confident to ask for the sale. You're going to feel confident to share your offer as a solution to a problem because people pay to have their problem solved. And the best businesses solve a problem or offer convenience. So if you're not doing one of those two, if your offer is not hitting on one of those 2 points, people are not going to buy from you. They're going to buy from someone else. So those are the 3 days of the boot camp. Each session is 90 minutes from 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Eastern, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, June 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And there's going to be time for Q&A. I'm going to talk for about 45 minutes, and then we're going to get 30 to 45 minutes of Q&A every single night. What does that mean? You can pick my brain and ask me any questions about selling on social media, using live on social media, growing your business on social media. Everyone will get the opportunity to ask at least one question every night. And if we have time, we'll double back. So you'll get at least 3 questions out of me. And I go deep with my questions and I coach and I'm giving you specific feedback. You also are going to get a workbook. Workbooks actually are going out tomorrow so that if you need to print them and do what you need to do, you get a workbook so you can take massive action. So there's going to be questions for you to answer. So you're going to leave with probably a 6 or 7 page document of this is my live game plan. This is my live plan. This is my live strategy. This is what I'm going to do when it's time for me to go live. Okay. And then you're going to get access to the replays for 30 days. So you'll be able to get to watch all 3 days of training for 30 days. So you get 3 days of live training. You get a workbook. You get Q&A time with me, all for $99. That's it. That's all. One payment of $99 and you can get the live boot camp. There's only a few spots left because I'm keeping it very small. You can go to kristenmaximizer.com/bootcamp to sign up right now. Again, we start on Sunday, June 2nd at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to be in this live boot camp, go sign up now. I'm not offering this again in the future. It's not going to be live. After this boot camp, it's only one-on-one coaching with me, which is a substantial investment. But if you want to see if I'm the coach that you want to work with before you invest long term, this is the lowest price possible for you to work with me. Okay. If you want to get coached by me, I would say join the live boot camp. Okay. Because you're going to have time for Q&A. You're going to have time to pick my brain. So going live has made me so much money because I've been able to engage with my audience and really focus on how can my offer help you solve your problem. You're struggling with sales. You want to use social media to grow your business. The live bootcamp is what's going to help you. get that start. It's going to give you that start. And then one-on-one coaching, I help you super, super deep. But the live bootcamp is a great way to start. And then my last tip for you is to make sure that your sales plan is somewhere digitally. Okay. So if you want to write down your sales plan on paper, do it. But I highly suggest you write it down digitally. I make a sales plan every year and then I break it down quarterly and it's in a Google Doc. So if I need to make changes or updates, it's easily accessible. Okay. So I'm going to open the floor for questions now. What questions do you have about creating a sales plan, selling online, or the live bootcamp? I don't remember if I said it, but you can sign up for the live bootcamp at KristenMaximizer.com/bootcamp. You can go to KristenMaximizer.com, click on work with me, and sign up for the bootcamp. We have a few spots left. There's only 10 spots available. We have a few spots left. I want to keep this very small, very intimate. Okay. What questions do you have? Don't be shy. I answer all the questions. If you don't have any questions, can you at least let me know, was this helpful? Yes or no? Was this helpful? Yes or no? This Pepsi is old, but I really want to drink it. Might still be fresh. It's from yesterday. What questions do we have, or was this helpful? Yes or no? Questions, or was this helpful? Yes or no? Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Was this helpful? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Yes, it was helpful. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. What questions do y'all have? Don't be shy. Ask away. Would love to hear from some of you. Thank y'all so much for watching. But I'm going to stay on here a little bit for some questions. This is my favorite part of it all, is the Q&A. Like, I love teaching. I love educating. The Q&A, because my creative juices are flowing. My creative juices have been flowing today. I decided to niche down even more as a coach, and it feels so good. My creative juices were flowing. I was making new frameworks today. So my brain is in all-time creative mode. So now is the time to ask your question. Now is the time to ask your question. Does anybody have any questions for me? Any questions? I'll say one question I got the other day when it came to sales was, should there be like a sales post for every single day? Like, should it be like buy my offer every day? And in my opinion, the answer is no. You should have a call to action on every single piece of content, meaning you should be telling your audience something to do on every post. And it could be as simple as join my email list, which is free. Shameless plug. Go watch my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris. Build a Business with KRYS. If you are not subscribed to my Build a Business with Chris YouTube channel, I post every single week tips on how to build your business. Okay. This was super helpful. I'm glad it was helpful. I hope to see some of you inside the live bootcamp. But go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Comment a blue emoji if this relates to you, right? If you want to join, drop a word and I'll DM the link to you. Every post should have a call to action. But if I can rant for a minute, if your whole page is buy my lip gloss, buy my lip gloss, buy my lip gloss, no one wants to buy your lip gloss. No one wants to go to an Instagram or a TikTok or a YouTube or any page where the only thing they say is buy, 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 buy. Does this make sense? So, Crystal, if you don't want me to say buy, 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 what do we say instead? What we should say instead is why this person should buy from you. Why is your offer different? Why is buying from you going to get me more of what I want? I should buy your lip gloss because it's a creamy, smooth formula. It's not sticky. It's a little bit pigmented, and your lips are going to be popping all day. Now, if you make a video about that, I will be more inclined to buy your lip gloss instead of saying, I just launched my new lip gloss, go buy it. Versus, let me tell you about this lip gloss formula that I created. It took me 17 months to make this formula, but it is quite possibly the perfect lip gloss for brown girls. And let me tell you why. And you break down all the reasons why this lip gloss is good for brown girls and why this lip gloss is better than the CVS lip gloss that I be buying and why this lip gloss is great for people who talk a lot and why this lip gloss doesn't rub off super duper easy when I drink out of my Stanley cup 50,000 times a day. I would be more inclined to buy your lip gloss instead of, I just launched a new lip gloss, bye. Please let me know if this makes sense to y'all because it really does grind my gears to see that. I'll tell you something else. If you are a coach or a service provider in any form of fashion, and you aren't like doing something like, I don't know, like braiding hair or doing makeup where we can visually see what you're doing, if I can't hear your voice and I don't understand what you're selling, I'm not buying from you. So if you're just telling me buy this course, explain to me why I should buy it. Explain to me what problem this course is going to solve for me. How will my life be better when I buy this course? Does this make sense? Yes or no? You really want to focus on what this offer is going to do for your ideal client and how is it going to change their life? How is it going to help them get more of what they want? This is going to sound so bad. That what I'm going to say is going to sound so bad, and I understand if anybody has anything to say of it. Yes, I want to support all the Black businesses, the woman-owned businesses, and the small businesses. But if you don't give me a reason why, I'm not buying it just because you said support a small business. Why? Outside of the little 10-year-olds with the lemonade stands, I'm not just going to go and buy from you because you said I'm a woman owned business. What are the benefits of your offer? What's in it for me? Why should I buy it from you? That's how the best salespeople make sales. I watched this girl, young woman, who started a lemonade stand. You probably watched her to pay for her pharmacy school. Do I want to start a lemonade stand? No. Do I watch all of her videos? Yes. Why? She shows us the process. And in some of her videos, she talks about how she created Lemonade University for anyone who wants to start their own lemonade stand to pay whatever they want to pay. She made a mini course to share all of her details. But the way she's connecting with her audience is she's showing us the full process of running her lemonade stand, the good and the bad. And she's talking to us about the benefits of having that lemonade stand and how it's helped her. And now she's able to help some of her friends and her family members who are also going to be paying for school. And she's letting them do lemonade shows and keep that money so that they can pay for their school. That alone is like, if I ever wanted to start a lemonade business, I'm going to go buy her course and use that as my jump start. So, my biggest piece of sales advice for you: focus on the what and the why of your offer and why your ideal client is going to get more of what they want from it. Okay? All right, Maximizers. Are there any other questions? I see a bunch of you watching. Thank you so much for joining, y'all. I see y'all a little bit silent, not asking any questions, which is fine. So a lot of people said this was helpful. Can I go over the tips again? Absolutely. So I'm not going to go into like the detail I went into, but I will save the replay of this on my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris. So you can definitely go back and watch the replay. But I shared 6 tips. Tip number 1 was to create sales goals. So I want you to create a goal for the year. It's about to be June. So I would say sit down and from June 1st to December 31st, how much money do you want to make? Okay. Once you know what that big number is, I want you to break it down into monthly. How much do you want to make per month? Let's just say we need to make $1,000 a month. I think we said 10,000 between now and the end of the year, so like 2,000 a month. So if your goal is $2,000 a month, you need to divide that by how much your offer is. So if your offer is $100, you need to sell 20 offers per month to make your $2,000 per month. So do the math. How much do you want to make for the year? Break that down into monthly, and then break that down into how many of your offers do you need to sell per month to reach your goal. My second tip was to get crystal clear on your offer. So I just talked about when you're selling your offer to focus on the what and the why, but you need to get crystal clear on what you're selling, why you're selling it, and how it helps your ideal client get more of what they want. If you're unclear about what you're selling, your audience is going to be unclear about their buying and they're not going to buy. Okay. Third, what is your client journey? What is the A to Z process you want them to go through from seeing a piece of content to buying from you? My customer journey is some content, watch lives, get on my email list, buy a coaching program. Now, can you go from live straight to purchase? Absolutely. But that is the journey that I desire for my clients to go through, and I make it seamless. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, get on the email list. Let's talk in the DMs. Let's book a sales call and then make a purchase. Okay. That's my client journey. If you are a business owner and you do not have an email list, you need an email list today. I have a couple videos on my YouTube channel. I haven't made playlists yet. I really need to get on that. But there's a couple videos on my YouTube channel. You need to have an email list. Okay. Next, decide how you will show up. Are you showing up in your stories? How often are you posting your content? How often are you going live? I didn't say this, but once a week minimum should be your live strategy. That's what I'm teaching in the live bootcamp. To start off once a week, then go up to twice a week. I did the math. I've gone live over 500 times since 2019. I looked at my YouTube channel. I've gone live over 500 times. And I know I've gone live on TikTok and Instagram without going live on YouTube. So I feel like I've gone live close to 600 times in the past 5 years, which averages about to like 2.2 times a week, which is absolutely insane. But it's my favorite way to sell. So how will you show up? Your stories, your live, your content, you decide how you're showing up every single week to sell your offers. Next, go live. Going live is the best way as a new business owner, as a new coach, to get yourself out there, build yourself as an authority, and make those sales. And then the final tip was write it down electronically. Write your sales plan down. I make a Google Doc of every year. So it's like 2024 sales plan. I write down how much money how much money I want to make. What does that translate to per quarter, per month? How many of my offers do I need to sell for the year to get that? Then I literally break it down monthly. Literally break it down. I need to make sell 20, 20, 10, 10, whatever it is for the month in order to reach my sales goals. And then I go back to it every month before I start to sell something new or sell the same thing again and make updates. So that's why I highly suggest you do it in a Google Doc, a Google Sheet, a Word doc, something electronically so that you can make updates as needed. So those are my tips to help you create a sales plan. If you want to create a live strategy, definitely join me for the live bootcamp. 3 days of coaching where we're going to build your live game plan, prepare to show up on live and sell your ass off. You're going to leave with a live strategy to show up confidently, share your offer, and sell your offer, okay? Confidently and excitedly. So live bootcamp starts Sunday. It's Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, 8 to 9:30 p.m. Eastern, and it's only $99. We have a few spots left. You can sign up at christhemaximizer.com/bootcamp, okay? And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris. And it's KRYS. Okay. Any other questions? That was a great question. A recap. Any other questions? Great questions. Any other questions? No questions? If you have any questions after this or you want the link to the bootcamp, definitely send me a DM over on TikTok or Instagram at Chris the Maximizer. It's KRYS the Maximizer. I want to thank y'all so much for joining me. And I will see some of you tomorrow. And I'll see even more of you inside the bootcamp, which I'm so excited for. I'm finishing up the slides for the bootcamp tomorrow. The workbook will be out tomorrow. I'm just so excited. I love it. I love this. I love that this is my job. I love this is what I get to wake up every single day and do on my own terms. It brings me so much joy. And I'm so excited. And I can't wait to help you. So thank you so much for those likes. So if you have any other questions, slide on up in my DMs. I'll be up for a little bit. But thank y'all so much for joining. And I will see you soon. Yes, I love that too. I love it. And I've been full time in my business for in like 2, 3 more months, it'll be 5 years. And I'm just flabbergasted that I've been able to do this for 5 years and not going to a 9 to 5. Like now it's like I can't even imagine going to a 9 to 5. Like I don't wake up with an alarm. I only wake up to an alarm when I have something to do, but on a regular day, I don't wake up to an alarm. So I really don't have a set work time. I don't have any daytime calls. I set all my calls for like the afternoon and evening. Except I did have 2 brand calls yesterday, but I chose the times for them. So I really don't do calls before 11 unless it's like no other time available. But I don't have to wake up to an alarm. And I just get to do what I want, which in the beginning was very, very scary. Like it was very scary because I was so used to like someone always telling me what I needed to do and having my schedule set by someone else. But it's taken me some time. But now I figured out like how to work my own schedule and what that looks like. I do like a weekly to-do list and not a daily to-do list. And then from my weekly, I figure out what I'm going to do each day. So I never feel like, oh, I didn't get this done, you know? There's always space, there's always time, there's always opportunity. Like I can take naps and nothing's set in stone. It just, I'm so grateful for where I am today. And if you would have told 24-year-old Crystal that this is what her life would look like, I wouldn't even believe you. I probably would have laughed in your face because I would have never imagined what my life is like right now. It's not all perfect and it's nowhere near easy, but I wouldn't give it up to go back to a 9 to 5 ever. I won't say never, but ever. Like, I'd rather do OF than get a 9 to 5, which sounds so ratchet, but that's really how I feel. Yes, planning is key. I have a plan, I have a solid plan, and I work the plan. And I talk nice to myself, and I journal every day, and I make sure that I'm doing my mindset work, and I make sure that I show up. I make sure that I show up and I sell my ass off, and that's the key. Making that sale every day, connecting with your audience, and doing what you want. It feels so good. And it's good that like doing what I want gets to help other people, you know? So that it's all good. I'm very excited. I'm very happy. I like truly enjoy my job. I truly enjoy what I get to do. And it brings me a lot of joy. And I change things and I get to pivot and I get to do what feels the best for me, but also what gives my clients the best results. I can make pivots. I can do whatever I want. I can add stuff in. I can take stuff out. And it feels really good. And it feels really good. Okay. So if you feel like the live boot camp is for you, I'd love to work with you. I'd love to work with you. I'd love to have you all in the boot camp. I definitely need to work on my confidence so I can build a community. Yeah. And get help because you don't know what you don't know. And I got fired from my job. And then within 3 months of me being fired, I hired a business coach. And I don't think I would have been as successful as I was without the business coach because I just realized I didn't know. I didn't know what I didn't know. There were so many things about like I didn't know. It took me almost a year of having my YouTube channel before I even got an email list. It wasn't until I went to a conference that I invested like $1,500 in that I knew anything about email marketing and just like the sales process and setting sales goals and getting clear on your offer and understanding the transformation and how to sell to people. Like I had a little bit of beginner's luck, but I was selling something for $5. And it's so funny that even when I was selling it for $5, people would tell me that they couldn't afford it. And I was like struggling so much like mentally on like how to do this and how to help people. Like it was a hot mess, but it wasn't until I invested in my first business coach, which it was $1,000 a month for 6 months. And I scraped up that first $1,000 and I just had no idea how I was going to pay the next month. But I was like, I need help. I cannot do this alone. Like 2 weeks later, I had like a $3,000 Black Friday. So not only did I make my $1,000 back, I made $1,000 for the next month and I made an extra $1,000 listening to what the coach told me to do. And I've been able to make multiple 6 figures from there. But I know that I would have been able to make multiple 6 figures eventually. But having the coach who had already made millions of dollars was so helpful. And I didn't know anything about mindset work. And that mindset changed my life. Like being able to change how I thought because I was a negative Nancy, always thinking negative first. And as humans, we like default to the negative first. And It's taken me years, and I still don't always default to positive, but it's a conscious decision for me every day to speak positive to myself. I didn't really have like imposter syndrome, but just more of like, I don't know if I could do this. Like, do I trust myself enough to do this? You know, do I know enough to do this? Like, who do I think I am to charge more than that to teach people how to save money? And now I'm like, I am a little bit of an expert. I've coached a lot of women. My clients have gotten lots of results. So the price is the price. And I think back to those days when my offer was $5 or $15 a month or even $30 a month. And people would literally be like, I can't afford it. So no matter what your price point is, there's going to be people who will pay you happily without hesitation. And then there's going to be people that just can't afford it. And you just have to know that's why we have Dollar Tree and we have Neiman Marcus. Like, it's not for everyone. And once I realized you are not for everyone, your offer is not for everyone. The people who see the value in it will find the money to invest. And when they invest and they do the work, they're going to make their money back. The live bootcamp is $99. What I'm going to teach you, you can make that $99 back so easy, right? You'll be able to make thousands from what you're going to learn. And I've wasted $99 so easy. Like, I love to eat crabs. Like, I will waste $100 on crabs like that. So once I started to rationalize that with myself, I'm like, spending $1,000 to make multiple six figures is a no-brainer. Like, I went to college and got $100,000 in student loans with no guarantee that I was even going to get a job and make money. So it's easy for us to do stuff like that, but it's very hard for us to like invest our dollars right now and trust ourselves to get the return. So it wasn't until I invested in my coach that I really saw myself like, I can do this. Like, I know what I'm talking about. I'm good at my job. And if I don't know, then I just say, I don't know, and let's figure out the answer together. But mindset work, mindset work, mindset work, baby. And get yourself a coach. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a coach. If I'm not her, that's fine. Go get some help. Go get a mentor. Go get support. You cannot do this alone. Your friends and family will not always understand. Thankfully, my family is supportive, but there's still certain business things that it's like, they're like, yeah, okay, but they don't have a business mind. They don't have a business brain. They don't think like a business owner. So they can't help me on that level. I have a biz bestie. Shout out to her. She just coached me today. So shout out to her. Um, and we're able to have like deep business conversations and she gets what I'm saying. And I was with my business coach for 5 years. This is the first time since I hired her that I haven't been with a coach. But my goal is by the end of this year to have another business coach. That's my goal. We'll see what happens. But I was coached for 5 years and I had multiple coaches in those 5 years. This year I was like, okay, your girl just needs a break. I changed my business. I pivoted. My life shattered last year. So a lot of things happened. So I'm like, okay, I need a little bit of a break. I need to recalibrate. I need to get clear. And now I am crystal clear. I know who I want to help. I want to help coaches. I want to help them create a social media plan. Like, I want to help them go live. Will I help other business owners? Absolutely. But my goal is to help coaches who've made some money, but it's not consistent. They know they want to use social media, but somewhere along the line, they're missing the mark, right? So I'm crystal clear. And once you're clear on that, the sales are going to come and it's going to work as long as I keep showing up. And I'm so happy for it. And I'm so grateful for where I am. Like I said, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. And I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, it's all perfect for you. It's absolutely not. Next to being someone's mother, this is the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my entire life. Hardest thing by far. It's not always easy. The sales do not always come when you want them to come, right? But again, I wouldn't give this up for anything. I wouldn't. To go back to a 9 to 5 for people to tell me what to do? Absolutely not. I'd be fired real fast. Real fast. So, any questions? If you do want to work with me and you do want to use social media for your business and you do want to actually go live and make sales, the live bootcamp is this weekend, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And in this live bootcamp, I'm going to help you create a strategy so that you can go live and make sales for your business. Okay. It's 3 days, 90 minutes each day. You get a workbook, you get the replays for 30 days, but most importantly, you're going to leave with a repeatable strategy to make sales. Okay. So you can sign up at KristenMaximizer.com/bootcamp /bootcamp. I will talk about this a little bit in the bootcamp, but the first thing I would ask you to ask yourself is, do you want to have a business? Yes or no? Are you willing to do hard things to grow your business? Yes or no? If your answer is yes, right? Then you have to ask yourself, how can I show up even though I'm introverted? So I'm going to use my biz bestie for an example because she is an introvert. And what I learned from her is introverts are okay with being social. You just need to recharge your battery, right? Sebash HQ. So you can be social for a little bit, but you can't be social for an extended period of time without recharging. Is that you? Let me know, yes or no. Because my biz bestie, she's not going to schedule things that are long and extended because she knows what her battery is. So she may schedule a live for 30 minutes. And she knows that 30 minutes is her limit. Now, if there's people asking her questions, she will engage with them. But you best believe before her live, she is resting up, she's prepared, she has her notes, she has everything. And then once her live is over, she's not putting something right behind. I will go back to back. I will go coaching call, live, coaching call, live again if I need to, because I'm an extrovert. I love to talk. I don't need to recharge in that way, right? My biz bestie, she's like, I got 30 minutes at max an hour, and then I've got to recharge. So your question should be, how can I show up within my energy restrictions or my energy allotment to get more of what I want? So if that means, and we're going to talk about this in the bootcamp, if that means that you can only do a 15-minute live twice a week, then you just go live for 15 minutes and you let your audience know, hey, I'm going to talk for 7-8 minutes. I have 5 minutes for questions, and then I'll be live in 2 more days to do it again. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Like, if your business is important and it's a priority for you, you have to make sales. So if you don't show up on social media, how are you selling? And if you are a coach or service provider, people need to see you and people need to hear you. I was talking to a beautiful young woman today who has a faceless channel and she sells an ebook. In my opinion, we need to hear you, sis. I need to hear about your ebook. I want you to tell me about the ebook, right? I'm not buying an ebook from you if I've never heard your voice and I've never seen you talk about this offer, right? So how can you show up with your limits? My biz bestie, she posts on her stories every day. Are some of her stories pre-recorded? Absolutely. But she puts her face to that camera at least 5 out of 7 days. Okay? TikTok's asking me to verify my live. She puts her face to that stories camera 5 out of 7 days. But she knows her limits. She batches out her content, she schedules it on Instagram, and it posts, and she goes about her merry way, right? She's not waking up and recording a video every single day. Absolutely not. She knows her limits. She schedules out her calendar. She's like, oh, I have too many things. I can only do X amount of meetings per day. Once I reach my limit, that's it. The beauty of a business owner is you get to decide what it looks like for you. You get to decide what it looks like you. So that's why I help people create strategies, because going live every day is perfect for me. Like I said, if I could cut out pre-recorded content and just go live every day, I would do that. Okay. But realistically, for what I want to do in my business, for where I am right now today, that's not going to work for me. Okay. But you get to decide what your business looks like. But I go live 4 to 5 times per week. I've been live every day since maybe Sunday. Did I go live on Sunday? Maybe since Monday, I've been live every day, right? And I'm going to continue that trend for most of June. For most of June, I'm going to be live pretty much every single day. I don't care if I got to go live in the morning, the evening, whatever. I have some travel, so that week that I'm traveling, I ain't going live. But outside of that travel week, I'm going live pretty much every day in June because that's what I want to do. And I love this. Y'all, I've been on live for an hour and 11 minutes. And I can go for another 45 because I enjoy this. And this is how I want my business set up. Okay? This is what I want to do. You get to decide what your business looks like. The only requirement, in my opinion, is that you need to show up at some point every single week. You need to sell every week. How you sell is up to you. What that looks like is up to you. Thank you so much for those roses. I'm glad it's been helpful. What you do is up to you, but you need to be selling every week. You need to be showing up to your audience every single week. I was just on a TikTok creator call and he was like, your cadence. You should be showing up. If you're using TikTok, you should be showing up every day. He said 5 to 7 videos a week. You don't have to post 5 times a day, but if you can pop out a 2-minute video every day on TikTok, but that doesn't mean make a 2-minute video every day. Okay. I batch my content. Now I'm ranting. Okay. My main platform is YouTube. My YouTube channel is Build a Business with Chris. Go subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Build a Business with KRYS. I'm going to break down what I do. YouTube is my favorite platform because of the SEO searchability, and it was the first platform that I use for my business. Okay. So I've decided YouTube is my main platform, and then TikTok and Instagram are my second platforms. They go together. Okay. So I only create content for my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris. I post 3 times a week over there. 3 times a week is 12 videos in a month, right? 36, 9, 12. 12 videos in a month. I sit down on one day and I decide all 12 videos. So all my videos for June already decided. I've decided all the topics. Then on another day, I outline. So just like how I had 5 tips for this live, each video has somewhere between 3 to 6. Sometimes I have more tips, but most of it is between 3 to 5 tips for every YouTube video. I outline them all. Then I sit down and I can record 9 to 10 videos at a time, 9 to 12 videos at a time. I can do 3 to 4 videos in 1 hour. So realistically, in 4 hours, I can create all of my content for the month. Does this make sense to you? Yes or no? So I've 1 hour to choose all my topics, about 2 hours to outline because it takes a little bit longer, 2 hours to outline, and then it takes me about 4 hours to record. So in less than a workday, in 8 hours, I can decide my videos, outline them, and record them in about 8 hours. All of my content for the month is done. The only thing I have to do after that is edit. I edit 3 videos a week. I can usually edit 3 videos in about an hour, hour and 10 minutes. Okay. Literally. So in 9 hours, let's just say 12 hours a month, I can decide, outline, record, edit, and schedule my content for the month in 12 hours. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Subscribed. Thank you. Do I still coupon? Yes, I coupon for me. I just don't record myself. I'll never stop couponing. The $1 Million Crystal, she will still coupon. I'm not paying full price for toilet paper. Are we crazy? Never doing that. I just don't record. I do, however, have some money-saving videos coming because your girl has some sponsorships coming and y'all want these sponsorships, okay? They are not even couponing specific. These sponsorships are good for all of us, okay? The sponsorship deals that I'm about to do, baby, they're good for all of us. Whether you have a business or whether you're a couponer, you want these deals that I'm going to be sharing with you, okay? Okay. Oh, it's not really a deal. You want the offer I'm going to be sharing with you. But anywho, the point I'm trying to make is batch your content. If you want to post a 2-minute video every day on TikTok, that's 7 days. That's 14 minutes of content. That's it. You can sit down on one day and record 7 videos. I sit down on my batching days. When I record, I do 3 to 4 videos in one shirt. So if I'm recording 12 videos, I need 3 shirts. If I'm doing 9 videos, same thing. I need about 3 shirts. All my shirts are steamed, hanging up in my closet. I do my makeup. I pick like 2 pairs of earrings. I record my 3 or 4 videos, take myself a break, drink some water, change my shirt. Literally do the next 3 or 4 videos. Same thing. Do the next 3 or 4 videos. Then I'm done. That's it. That's all. I'm done. Batch your content. Do you hear me? And then from those 12 YouTube videos, I decide what shorts I want to make. I'm starting my short strategy in June, and I decide my live topics. So if you scroll through my YouTube channel, these live topics are derived from the YouTube videos I posted. So this live was what? How to create a sales plan. I've done a YouTube video on how to create a sales plan. You probably didn't watch it, but I also go into more detail on my live than I did in the pre-recorded video. And people need to hear stuff 7 to 10 times before it sticks in their brain. And going live gives you the opportunity to ask me questions in real time. I'm coming to y'all's questions. Give me 1 second. That gives you the opportunity to ask questions in real time. So yes, repeat yourself. Repeat yourself. Do you know how many times when I was a coupon coach, people ask me how to start couponing? It's literally a question I answered every single week. How do you coupon? How do you start? You know what question I get as a business coach? How to start a business, how to show up on social media, how to market my business, how to market my business. What social media platform is the best platform? Those are questions we get every single day. Those are questions I can answer every single week, because you may hear it today and someone else needs to hear it tomorrow. Maybe you just need help figuring it out. And again, sometimes it takes people 7 to 10 times, even more than that, to hear something for it to stick. Okay. I just joined What Are You Teaching? So I went over tips to create a sales plan. And then I started talking about sales. Then I started talking about content. Then I started talking about everything else. And I was also letting everyone know that I am hosting a live boot camp where if you are a business owner and you want to be able to go live and make sales in your business, you want to come to this 3-day boot camp. It's going to be on Zoom. I'm going to teach you how to come up with your live game plan. I'm going to teach you how to prepare to show up on live confidently. And I'm going to teach you how to sell your ass off without feeling sleazy, without feeling pushy, and without feeling like every single post needs to be buy my offer, buy my offer, buy my offer. Okay. It's only $99. We meet for 90 minutes every single day, and you get the replays for 30 days and you get a workbook. $99. The best part about this is that there's about 30 to 45 minutes of Q&A every single night. What does that mean? You get to pick my brain and ask me any questions about growing your business using social media. Everybody will get a chance to ask one question, and I'm going to do a whole go around, and then I'll double back around. So at bare minimum, if you show up every day, you get to ask me at least 3 questions, and I'm going to coach you on it. I'm not giving you fluff answers. I'm giving you specific feedback. If the questions are short, you might get to ask me even more, because I'm going to open the floor to anyone after everyone gets their first question out. So live bootcamp, you can sign up at KristenMaximizer.com. It's linked in my profile. It's $99. I'm not offering this again this year. This is the lowest price to work with me. After this bootcamp, the only way to work with me will be one-on-one coaching, and that starts at $2,500. Okay? So that's what I was teaching on. How much do you make a month on average, and how long have you been in business? So I started my business in 2018. And I have been actually making money in my business since 2019. My income varies. It really does. So I fluctuate between $5,000 a month and $10,000 a month. Does that mean I have months that are lower than $5,000? Yes. Does that mean that I have months higher than $10,000? Yes. It depends on what I'm selling. But my average is right around $5,000 per month. A lot of times I make more than that. But there are months in the year where your girl makes less than that. But I've been selling coaching offers since 2008. 2019 is when I actually started making money, around like April or May. Then I got fired from my job. But that first year, I only made like $30,000. But since 2019, I've made close to $400,000 in totality of my business. Because there's been times where I had like 20K months. Like I made $20,000 in a month. Then there's times where I made like $3,500. So it balances out. I've had... Last year was right under a 6-figure year. The year before that, I made like 110, 115. So it balanced it out. I have the low months and the high months. It is, but I'm consistently bringing in a minimum of like 5,000. That was a great question. I hope that was helpful. And I only sell coaching packages. I don't sell courses. I don't sell ebooks. So what does that mean? I sold in the past memberships, but right now I have one-on-one coaching and I do have a group coaching program, but I'm only selling one-on-one coaching. My group coaching is closed for now. So I only have a 3-month one-on-one package or like a one-time strategy session. A one-time strategy session is 90 minutes and it's $250. And we can create a strategy or you can get coaching on whatever you want in growing your business. And then I have 3 months of one-on-one coaching where you get calls every month and you get me in your and you get me in your pocket. Thank you for your transparency. This app is insane with income claims. Yeah, I'm not gonna overexert it. Like seriously, 5,000 is my average. And I also like make money some other ways as well, but on average, Crystal generates around 5,000 a month. Whether it's all from sales or I have a client that I help a lot, like in person work. So I make money from her and I count that in my income because I'm still using my business coaching skills, even though I meet and work with her in person. You know what I mean? But my average income is about $5,000 per month. Yeah, people will say that. And I really hate when people are like, make $10,000 a month from a faceless channel. And I think people have to understand that no matter what, no matter what you are selling, and this is another rant, when people are selling like that master resale rights crap, for lack of better terms, sorry if you sell that, no matter what you're selling, you still need an audience of people who wants to buy it, and you still need to let people know why they should buy this. So when those people are giving those income claims, they're probably spending $5,000 a month on ads and making $10,000, but they're really only pocketing like $4,000 because they're spending so much money on ads. So like if you click on something and they don't have an audience, they don't have a following at all, they're paying for ads. People are just not buying stuff from you out of thin air. You can't just throw stuff on Amazon and expect to get paid for Amazon KDP or drop shipping or reselling. I mean, people have these drop shipping websites and they're wondering why they're not making money. If you are not actively marketing, you don't have an audience to sell to. I started saying this thing that I really like, where it's like you can't sell to an empty room. You can't start a new Instagram with 2 followers and say, buy my lip gloss, buy my lip gloss, buy my lip gloss. Who in the hell are you talking to? There's no one to buy your lip gloss in your audience. You need to spend 30 to 45 days creating engaging, what I like to call connection content, before you tell people to buy your lip gloss. You should be wearing your lip gloss, talking about your lip gloss, telling us about your lip gloss, showing us why your lip gloss is different, and letting us know that your lip gloss is going to be available on August 1st. It's May right now. Cool. So when your lip gloss launches on August 1st, you'll have a line out the door like the Jordans because people have been hearing you talk about this lip gloss. And now I'm just buying it simply because you've talked about it every day for 6 weeks. And now I have to see if what you said was right. Does this make sense? Yes or no? You need an audience to sell to. Going viral is not going to save you. Going viral is not going to save you. You have to build an audience. What type of work do you do for the client in person? So she is my sorority sister. So I help her in her office to organize, to pack, and then I actually go around the US with her selling our sorority and fraternity apparel. So like I've gone all over, like New Orleans, we went to Texas, we've gone to Florida, we've gone to Michigan, we've gone to Indianapolis. So I go all over and sell her stuff in person for her. And then like I've helped her do her inventory with her Google Docs. I'm about to start helping her with social media because now she can post on social media. So I'm going to be helping her with her social media and figuring out some great ideas and things to post. I might even be going live over on her platform and helping to sell her stuff like QVC style. That's what I really want to do. Can't wait to talk to her about that. So I'm going to be doing some of that for her, but that's what I do for her. So I really like sell her, and she sells all physical, like actual tangible products. Like this watch band that I have on for our sorority, she sells the watch bands, right? And then these are watch charms. We sell the watch charms. So you can buy the band and then you can build the charms on it. And we have tons of charms that you can put on it. Then we sell t-shirts and this actual Stanley Cup topper. We sell those. right? I have a bunch of her stuff right here in front of me. Her mouse pad, right? So she sells the mouse pad. So we go to the conferences all over the US and we sell the stuff. And I'm able to help her do that. And I love doing that. It's super fun. I love in-person stuff. Like I used to be a server. I was a bus girl. I worked in retail. So I like the moving around and I'm really good with that and I'm really organized. So she loves me for my organization because she's running a massive business and she does it by herself. So my brain is like, how can I help, help her as much as I can because I know she has a lot on her plate. So I come in and I just do whatever she asks and I'm like, hey, do you mind this? Do you mind that? Or she'll ask me my ideas and I help her. And she takes very good care of me. She's also my sorority sister, but she takes very good care of me, feeds me good, pays me well. So yeah, I enjoy helping her. So when you see me up here with the brown walls, I'm usually up here to help her more, which has been nice. I'm so glad I found you. You just put it out there. Yes, because why not? I'm not saying anything proprietary. I put as much out here as I feel comfortable, but like it's going to help you, you know? And yes, building an audience. I don't care what your business is, you have to build an audience. Literally. Because if you don't have an audience, you're selling to no one. Now, honestly, when I'm working in her office, that really varies. Like right now, we don't have a lot of work. We're waiting for like all of our new inventory to come in for the summertime shows that we're gonna do. So I'm just doing a few hours, maybe 20-ish. But there is times where I work like 40 and 50 hours for her in a week. And when we travel, it's long days when we travel. So I like move all of my calls on one day, like for my coaching, I move my calls on like Monday and Tuesday, and then I literally work with her like Wednesday through Saturday, Wednesday through Sunday, and like check in with my clients throughout the week. But I don't take any, usually I haven't been taking any calls while I'm actually in person selling for her. And then going to her office is really nice because I can like do my stuff in her office too. Like when I record my next round of videos, I'm gonna record them in her office. But the hours vary. Like she's not like, you need to be here at this time and do this. So she'll give me a list of stuff to do. I can go to her office anytime and do it, middle of the night, early morning. So it's very flexible work. The only time it's like be here at this time is when like it's like, okay, the doors open at 8. We have to start selling at 8. We gotta be there like 7:50, take the tarps off and be able to sell. You know what I mean? But like right now, flexible. I'm gonna go there tomorrow for a few hours and I'll go there Sunday for a few hours. No, we don't sell on college campuses. We sell at sorority events, so like regional conferences, mostly conferences. And when new people come in, that's where we sell. Conferences and new people. So like our AKA international big conference is called Boule. That's like the massive conference, like the yearly one that everyone comes to. So we're going to that. And then we have like regional conferences for the other sorority, and then there's a Boule for the other sorority. So yeah, we got a lot. Excuse me. Excuse me. Any other questions, my friends? These are great questions. Y'all are asking me good questions. I appreciate it. I'm happy I stayed on to answer these questions because these are really, really good questions. So I'll plug myself again. If you want to go live and make sales, join me for my 3-day live bootcamp where I'm going to help you create a live strategy and make more sales in your business. Day 1 is your live game plan. Day 2 is all about preparing to show up confidently, even if you're scared. And day 3 is all about selling your ass off and making your offer a solution to a problem and selling without feeling sleazy. So each day is 90 minutes and we're going to have about 30 to 45 minutes of Q&A. You can drop your question. We'll have 30 to 45 minutes of Q&A. So you can ask me any questions that you have about growing your business. And it's better than a live simply because it's on Zoom. So you get to talk to me and I get to talk to you and we get to actually have a conversation and I get to actually coach you and ask you the questions that you need to get asked in order to pull the greatness out of yourself, get the solution to your problem, get the results that you desire so you can do the damn thing. Okay. So June 2nd, 3rd, and 4th on Zoom, and it's $99. So yes, Arthur KO, I know you're already in. Super excited to have you. I'm gonna get to your question in just a second. So if you're not in the boot camp already, we have a few spots available. It's only $99. You can sign up at KristenMaximizer.com/bootcamp. Okay, it's only $99. I won't be selling anything for $99 again. I won't be selling this bootcamp again in the live format. I will have the replay available, and it's probably going to be a little bit more than $99 when I sell the replay. I'll bundle it together and I'll sell the replay, but it will definitely be a little bit more than $99. Okay. After this, I'm only selling one-on-one coaching. So if you want to see if I'm the coach for you, I would highly suggest you get a seat to it. Okay. All right. How do you choose a platform or know which one is best suited for you? I know we talked about, I feel like we talked about this a little bit before, but first off, what platform is your ideal clients on? Okay. So first question, ask yourself for ideal clients. If I'm selling to, I don't even know what my grandmother's generation is. My grandmother's 80. So if I was selling something to her people, I would not be on TikTok. I would not be on Instagram. I would be on Facebook. My grandmother got a Facebook and she barely know how to use it. But if I was selling to them, I would be on Facebook and I would be doing in person at like events where older people are, right? If I'm selling to new moms are on all the platforms, but they are really heavy in Facebook groups, those mom Facebook groups, but they're also on Instagram and they're also on TikTok, and they are asking hella questions on YouTube. So once you figure out what platforms your ideal clients are on most, the second thing is, what platform do you like the most? What platform do you want to be on? What platform excites you? You decide. But again, if you are going to be going after college students, if you're going after the younger kids and you're selling something to people like under 30, Facebook is not going to be the best place to find them. Instagram or TikTok. The one platform I say is universal besides the really older people is YouTube. So that's why the second question kind of outweighs the first one, right? What platform do you want to be on? And my mantra is one main platform and one secondary platform. So your main platform is the platform that you are creating the content for. You're doing all the things, you're showing up on all the features. The secondary platform, you are repurposing your content, meaning you're not coming up with any new content ideas. Whatever content ideas are for platform number one, you're copying and pasting, you're editing, you're revamping. Maybe you re-record a little bit for platform number two, but you're not coming up with content for YouTube. I'm not coming up with content for YouTube and then different content for Instagram and TikTok. I'm not doing it. I come up with content for YouTube. And from those 12 YouTube videos, what can I post on TikTok? What can I post on Instagram? What can I make sure it goes to my Facebook page? TikTok, seriously, I'm taking these live replays. So I'm taking a clip of this live and I'm going to put it up as my post for the day. That's what I'm doing. I am going to record some specific shorts because YouTube's my main platform and I want to maximize it. And I don't want to just take a cut from here and put it on YouTube. No, I'm going to create some dedicated YouTube shorts, but YouTube is my platform, right? And those shorts are literally going to be derived from those 12 YouTube videos that I'm creating because those videos are 8 to 10 minutes each. I can pull a lot of nuggets for shorts out of 8 to 10 minute videos. I can make 6 to 7 shorts from one 8 to 10 minute video. So you pick your platform from there. You decide which is your main, which one's your secondary. You say you're nervous to ask people to purchase something. So I need you to ask yourself this. Do you want to be a business owner? Yes and no. If you want to be a business owner, the goal of a business owner is to make sales. So my next question for you is, are you okay with pushing yourself to do the hard things to be a business owner? The answer is yes. Are you willing to do it scared? Are you willing to do it nervous? Because if the answer is no, then you may not want to be a business owner. Maybe that's not the best option for you, right? But when you position your offer as a solution to a problem, I'm only trying to help you. I created the live boot camp because I know that there are coaches and business owners who want to go live, but they don't have a strategy. They want to go live, but they don't know how. My live boot camp is the solution to your problem. I'm going to teach you how to go live and make sales. Do you see that? I'm not just saying buy my live boot camp for the hell of it. I'm not just saying buy my lip gloss for the hell of it. My live boot camp is a solution to your problem. Sylvia, I'm in Baltimore. I have to come and see you, Sylvia. I hope she's listening. I'm in Baltimore. I have to come and see you. I'll be here for a while. I'm going to message you, Sylvia. So, does that make sense? Yes or no? Your offer is a solution to their problem. Okay? T-shirts, books, and I do in-person events. Okay. I think I get confused because I'm unsure of my brand. So that's a you problem. That's a you problem of like you have to get clear on what your brand is and what you're selling and who you're selling it to. So if your heart is in teaching, can you teach people how to write books? You can take the same skills, but how can you educate in that area? Okay? We can definitely my message is I'm enough. And you are, but if you want to educate, so just take the knowledge that you have and educate an area of people on it. If there's a problem, right? Hella people want to write books, right? Hey Barbara, hella people want to write books. You could be an author coach where you help people write books. Literally. You don't have to sell your books. I mean, you can, but it doesn't have to be your main focus. You don't have to sell t-shirts. I mean, you can, but it doesn't have to be your main focus. You can literally teach people how to write books. You could help people through their book writing process. Does that make sense? We can definitely talk more about this in boot camp. And during the boot camp, I'm going to have an amazing bonus for you all to work with me in one-on-one coaching to help you go a little bit deeper. A bonus and a discount. Like, it's so amazing. I can't wait to tell y'all. And again, it's a solution to your problem. You want to get clarity. You want to get specific. You want to get clear on this thing so you can actually make sales. Then let's work together on it. And investing is scary. But you know, the scariest part is, am I going to do the work? Yes or no? Because you can pay me all your money. But if you don't do the work, you won't get results. So the bigger question is, am I ready to do the work to get the results? And once you have that come to Jesus talk with yourself, you're like, damn, if I don't want to do the work, I don't want to do the work. But if you're ready to do the work, then it's like, fine, let me invest my money because I could waste my money a lot of different ways. Let me invest my money and do this work to get the results that I desire. And once you start thinking about investing in yourself in that way, you're like, sure, that's easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? But we can definitely talk a little bit more in boot camp, but you just have to decide, like, what is it that you want to do? What is it that brings you joy? What problem can you solve with the skills that you have? Because if you feel like it's hard and you don't like it, then don't do it. If you're not excited to tell people that you can help them solve their problem, we got to pick a new problem to solve. We got to revamp our offer. We got to sell something different. Make sense? Just like I was working on the slides and I was like, I don't like this I help statement. I want it to be more specific. And I've had this burning desire within me that I really want to focus on helping coaches. I really want to help coaches, right? And I was like teetering, tottering around it. And I was like, today I was like, you're a business coach that helps coaches use social media to make sales. Does not mean I will not help service providers. It just means that my frameworks, my coachings, I'm focusing in on how to help coaches because I've helped a significant amount of coaches and service providers. But what I like the most is I love like helping coaches. That's what I like helping the most. And it's my business. So I want to go after coaches and I will absolutely help service providers because I have tons of service provider clients. But my focus will be coaches. And as my biz bestie says, when you focus in, people will still see your energy and still want to work with you because my strategies will still work for your business. It's just when I think of my ideal client, I think of coaches. And that's what I want to do. And a part of me used to be like, oh my gosh, I'm changing again. I'm changing again. I'm changing again. And now I'm like, change is good. Change equals growth. Change equals an up level. So if I need to change something in my business to make it better, to get my clients better results, then baby, that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm not gonna apologize for it. I'm gonna do it. Right? So I feel like I'm ranting. Once again, live boot camp. It starts on Sunday. Starts on Sunday. Literally starts on Sunday. Oh, I think somebody signed up. Okay, let's see who it is. I'm like, what? What happened? Someone signed up. Let's see. Someone signed up. Jaquel. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Live Boot Camp. Who else wants to join Jaquel? So excited to have you. Yay. So excited to have you in the Live Boot Camp. Okay, that's how we discover our purpose. 2, you learn and discover as you go. Yes. Now I'm just really ranting. Okay, let me tell y'all another story. And I agree with you 100%. So when I was trying to figure out what business to start, because I've known my whole life I was going to start a business, I just didn't know what that business was going to be, right? So I didn't know what that business was going to be. And when why? Oh, that's Coach J. Yay, Coach J! So excited to have you. Why I feel like it's a fitness bootcamp, girl? Because we're gonna be working out our minds. We're gonna be working out our sales skills. If that's how you gotta think about it, then think about it that way. So, what I learned now after starting my business, I gotta back up a little bit more. I have a master's in HR. I was a sales recruiter for a timeshare company. So I recruited call center sales agents and I was damn good. I was a great recruiter. I wanted to start a business. I've known since I was a kid I was going to start a business. I just didn't know what it was going to be. So in 2017, I started a business recruiting nurses because I'm thinking I'm a great recruiter. Let me go in a different industry. And I've always wanted to help people, and nurses help people. And also, you can make between like $1,000 and like $10,000 recruiting nurses, nurse practitioners, and doctors. Okay. So I started my business doing that, and I wanted to be like an HR department for small businesses. That's what I thought I wanted to do. So I started this business purely because I wanted to make money and I wanted to quit my job. Like I was like, I can't be in my job forever. But I wasn't loving it. I did it for 14 months. I barely broke even, right? So I think I ended up hiring like 2 or 3 nurses. And for the amount of money that I invested in the business and all the things that I did, it wasn't worth it. I didn't get an LLC in that business because God was just like, don't do it because it might not be it. I closed that business. I had to come to Jesus talk with myself. I took a week off of social media and I said, God, if money was no option, what would I do? And he was like, couponing. And I was like, I tried that. I tried to sell coupon classes in 2015. Like 5 people bought them. They got results. But at that point, I was scared to sell and I was not sure of myself. But now it's 10 years later. Not 10 years. It's 3 years later. I've been couponing for 10 years now. I'm a little bit more confident. I was doing a different business. I took some business like classes. I bought a couple courses, whatever. So I'm fighting with God all week. He's like, couponing. I'm like, no one's going to pay me to teach them how to coupon. Like, no one's going to do that. So I go back to God again. I'm like, if money was no option, what would I do? He's like, couponing, girl. And I'm like, Rrr. So on a whim, a complete whim. Now, this is a time where I didn't plan and it worked out in my favor. Me and my daughter were going out to coupon, which I did pretty much every week. I was couponing like 3 times a week, right? Hello, Big T Music. And we went to Publix, we went to CVS, and we went to Walgreens. I pulled out my iPhone 6 and I said, I'm just going to record and I'm going to post it on YouTube. I think at that point in my life, I had posted like one other video on YouTube, and it was like when I was doing digital marketing and trying to teach people how to like sign up and do these things, right? So I knew nothing about YouTube. I knew nothing about thumbnails, description boxes. I was even holding the camera the wrong way. But I just picked up my iPhone 6, and I had 2 phones at this point because I was a recruiter, and I didn't want them crazies calling my personal phone. So I went to AT&T, added a line, got an iPhone, because work gives you a little rinky-dink Android. I didn't want that. So I went to AT&T, added a line with my with my phone plan, and then my job would reimburse us like $65 a month. But with my plan and my phone, it was like $40. So to me, it was a win-win. So I took what I call my work phone, and I recorded these YouTube videos, and they're god awful. And if you go to my Krista Maximizer YouTube channel and you click oldest. You can watch those first 3 videos that are god awful. But those 3 videos changed my life. I posted those videos with no thumbnails, no end screens, nothing. I knew absolutely nothing. My titles are terrible. I didn't have no description box. It was god awful. I posted the videos. I didn't expect anybody to watch these videos besides my mom, but I was like, people are always asking me to teach them how to coupon. They really don't want to pay, but I know YouTube pays. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post on YouTube. And I told my sister, I said, I just want to get monetized in a year. The monetization requirements for YouTube, 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Okay. That's the YouTube monetization goal. So I said, I just want to get it in a year. We're going to post for a year and see what happens. What I didn't know is that this was going to change my life. I said, give myself a year for monetization. I started posting in August. By October, I had 1,000 subscribers. By November, I had 4,000 hours of watch time. Okay. I had 4,000 hours of watch time by November. Okay. December 15th, ads went into my videos. I got my first check, $342 from YouTube on January of 2019. And I said, these people have effed up. Y'all are not telling me that I can post videos of stuff that I've been doing for 10 years and teach people how to save money and not do every deal at every store. And y'all are going to pay me to talk on Beyonce's internet. Oh, they effed up hardcore. When I tell you that some fire ignited under me for that first year of my YouTube channel, I posted almost every day. If you go to that Krista Maximizer YouTube channel, I posted almost every single day for a year. And this wasn't a 5 to 10 minute video. I was making 20 and 30-minute videos. I was going to hella stores. I was sharing educational content. I was doing makeup review. Like, I was just posting on this channel. And my channel was growing. 2019, I took my first 2-week vacation ever in life. I had never had a 2-week vacation at that point, and I was 29 years old. I went to a bunch of business conferences because I was making money from YouTube, and I was taking that YouTube money and I was investing it in myself. And I don't want to offend anybody, but I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I paid for this conference called Creative at Heart. It was 100 white women. I would say it's probably like 10 black women, but it was a room of 100 white women. And I didn't know what a copywriter was and I knew what a wedding planner was, but like the wedding planners, photographers. And these women were making $10 and $20 and $30,000 a month on the internet. And they were intrigued that I was making money teaching people how to coupon. That conference also helped to change my life because I saw the possibilities. And when they were excited to meet me and talk to me and understand what my business was about, I didn't even know what an I help statement was. I didn't even have an email list. They taught me about email lists. Like, that conference opened my eyes. The better thing that happened to me was on my 1-year YouTube anniversary. I had 1 million views and I got fired from my corporate 9-to-5 job on my 1-year YouTube anniversary. Best thing that ever could have happened to me. To get back to the point that I was making of how you change over time. Crystal could not be a business coach today if she didn't start being a coupon coach. Because I couponed for 10 years. I had a skill. At this point, it's like 15, 16 years I've been couponing. I knew how to coupon in and out. You can drop me off at any store. As long as I know the coupon policy, I can save money. I'm not paying full price, okay? I knew it. So God gave me the low-hanging fruit, the thing that I knew, the thing that I was strong in to start a business. So I started this business doing something that I know. Now, I didn't know how to have a business, but I knew how to teach people how to coupon. I'm a teacher by nature. I can teach you how to do something. I can teach you how to coupon because I know how to do that. But like 2 years later, I started teaching people how to start businesses because I would always tell them, you can only increase your income, start a side hustle. And they were like, well, can you teach us? So I started teaching them how to start YouTube channels and how to start side hustles. And then my coach was like, I want you to coach my people. And I was like, is she fucking crazy? Like, I was her star student. Like, I did everything. I was getting results. I was listening. I was like, is she crazy? She wants me to coach her people. So I had a coach mentor me and teach me how to coach in her program. Then I got the confidence from teaching her people. So for over 2 years, I coached my coaches' people, and they were getting results. I mean, and they're making $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month from some of my advice. If Crystal would have never became a coupon coach, I wouldn't have learned these skills to be a business coach. So I did what I could do, and as I grew, I changed. And I changed for the better. If I would have stayed stagnant, if I would have never started teaching people how to coupon, I can't pop out never having a business, never helping anyone else with a business, and say that I'm a business coach. If you have no experience in it, get the experience first. Because how can you help someone with a business when you have no experience and you've never done it before? Never done it before. Like what? So now I am a business coach, Shauna. I'm a business coach for coaches. I help coaches use social media and make consistent sales in their business. That is what I do now. But I had to be a coupon coach first. That's what I had to do. So as you grow, your business will grow and change. I'm not doing the same thing. And even as a coupon coach, I changed the name of my signature program like 4 times. And I had that program from 2019 and I just closed it this year. So I had that program from April 2019 and I just closed it in February of 2024 because I was like, I'm going all in with being a business coach. So I am not teaching couponing anymore. I'm gonna still post a few videos on my couponing channel. If someone wants couponing help, I got one-on-ones available for that. I have a price point if you just want help budgeting and couponing, because it's still a skill that I have, but I'm not promoting it. So you would have to come to me, tell me that's what you want, and I say, hey, here's the package for you. I am 100% focusing on helping women, helping coaches grow their businesses using social media. That's what I want to do. And as I've grown, as I've learned, as I've educated myself, as I've invested tens of thousands of dollars in coaches and conferences, this is what I want to do. And I just have to keep evolving. So you are going to evolve. Where you are today is most likely not where you're going to be a year from now. You're going to be further along. Even if it doesn't look like it, you've made progress. Now, if you're in the same exact spot, that's a you problem. That's a you problem. But if you're doing work every single week, you should be further along. And your business is going to evolve and change. Your offers are going to evolve and change. No one's going to keep the same exact offer. Even if you look at makeup brands, Rihanna has evolved. She started with one thing and now the business has evolved. No one stays with the same thing. Amazon. Whoops, what happened? Whoops, am I good? Okay, something my computer blacked out. Amazon started off selling books, textbooks, and now Amazon sells everything under the sun. So, what you're doing right now may not be doing what you're doing forever. Okay. So, yeah. Why did you change to a business coach? Because I love it. I just kind of told the story, but I started teaching my clients how to start side hustles and start YouTube channels. And I realized I didn't want to be known as the couponing girl. I have a lot more to offer the world than just couponing. And nothing bad happens when women make more money. And you can only coupon and budget your way for so long. Like, I still budget no matter how much money I make. Like, you always need a budget. Millionaires and billionaires, they live and breathe by their budget. Now, their budgets may be a lot bigger than what we're working with, but they manage their money. And if you work in corporate America, you know it's always, is this in the budget? Is this in the budget? Is this in the budget? You should always have a budget. But when your checks are 2,000, if you can't manage 2,000, you can't manage 20,000, you can't manage 200,000, and you damn sure can't manage 2 million if you can't manage 2,000, right? So women can make a bigger impact in the world if they make more money. So by helping the women that want to start businesses and start side hustles, I can help them make a bigger impact. Because with your limited income, and you can't 9 to 5 your way to $1 million. You can invest your way to $1 million, but you'll never make $1 million just working your 9 to 5. You won't be able to put $1 million in your bank account from working your 9 to 5. If you invest right in your retirement and all of that, you can. But going to work and punching a clock, you won't make $1 million unless you have a CEO job that pays you $1 million. But even still, with all your taxes and the expenses, you're not walking home with $1 million. But as a business owner, you can absolutely get there a whole lot faster, even if that means you just have more money to invest and have that money work for you. So I changed to a business coach for those reasons. Okay. So if my rant was helpful for you and you want to work with me, I am hosting a live bootcamp this weekend. And this live bootcamp is for you if you want to use social media, specifically going live, to grow your business and make more sales. We're meeting for 3 days. Day 1 is your live game plan. Day 2 is all about showing up confidently. And day 3 is all about selling your ass off. I'm going to teach you how to sell without feeling salesy and without feeling pushy. Okay. So we're going to meet together for 90 minutes each day, and you're going to leave with a concrete social media strategy for you to go live and make sales. Okay. It's only $99. I'm not offering anything for $99 for the rest of the year. After this, it's only going to be one-on-one coaching. But the beauty of the boot camp is that not only will you leave with a strategy, you get to get coached by me. There's going to be 30 to 45 minutes each day of coaching. Okay. So you're going to be able to pick my brain and ask me any questions. You get replays for 30 days and you get a workbook to take massive action. Workbooks are going to go out tomorrow, and then we start Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. You can sign up at KristaMaximizer.com/bootcamp. The link's in my bio, links in the description box on TikTok, not TikTok, on YouTube and on Facebook. So, any last minute questions? Because I just been on live for 2 hours now, which is totally fine because I love it and I can do this. Any other questions before we go? Any other questions before we go? This was great. Thank y'all so much for joining me. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go subscribe to Build a Business with Chris. Did you say it was for lives? Yes. So if you want to create, if you want to have a live strategy for your business, right? If you post content, but you want to be able to make more sales and you want to incorporate lives, this is for you. So we're going to create a 30-day live strategy for you, but this strategy you can replicate. You can replicate it over and over again. So for instance, this can be your strategy for June, but how I teach you to set up the strategy, you can do that same thing for July and for August and for September. So this, you're going to leave here with the strategy. The strategy is going to help you know what to talk about, how to talk about it, to get your audience excited about your offer and sell your ass off. You're going to show up confidently on live and you're going to show up excited to sell your offer. So day 1's live game plan, we're covering how to figure out what to talk about, when to go live and for how long, and preparing your live assets, all the things you need to prepare to go live. Day 2 is preparing to show up. We're going to talk about how to show up confidently, even if you're scared, how to prepare your talking points. You see me looking over here. I have all of my talking points together. And then having your offer ready to sell. If your offer is not ready to sell and easily accessible, no one will buy from you. If it's hard for me to give you my money, I'm not going to give you my money. So I'm going to help you figure out if your offer is ready to sell. And if it's not, we're going to make it easy to sell. And day 3 is all about how to sell your ass off. So I'm going to teach you how to engage with your audience. I'm going to help you with tips to sell without selling, to sell without feeling sleazy, to sell without feeling pushy, to sell without saying, buy my lip gloss, buy my lip gloss, buy my lip gloss, because no one wants to hear that. But most importantly, I'm going to help you sell your offer as a solution to a problem. So you want to go live, you want to make more sales. The solution to the problem is the live bootcamp. I'm not just arbitrarily saying buy my live bootcamp, right? I'm talking about sales. I'm talking about social media. I'm educating you. I'm giving you tips. Then I'm letting you know the live bootcamp is the solution to your problem. So this is for service-based business owners who have an audience on social media, but you're not using live. You've struggled to show up on live and to make it work for you, but you're scared to sell to your audience unfiltered, but you want to make sales. this is for you. 3 days from 8 to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You get a workbook, you get 30 days of replays, and it's only $99 plus Q&A every single day. So if you want to go live, this is for you. If you want a social media strategy and you want to pick my brain about social media, this is for you. It's only $99 and you get to ask me all your questions, okay? So you can sign up at kristenmaximizer.com/bootcamp, and we start on Sunday. So we have a few spots left. Once all 10 spots are taken, I'll be like, hey, the spots are filled. But I would love to help you create a strategy for going live and making sales, okay? Because we need an audience. There's a lot of people that have been on here with me for almost this whole entire time. So what I'm doing on this live is I'm building my know, like, and trust factor. Some of you have bought, and I'm so excited to work with you. And some of you have not. Some of you have joined my email list. Can I pin it? I can type it in the chat because it won't let me pin it. Let me reply to you. It won't let me. I'm creating that know, like, and trust factor, right? Some of you have just joined my email list. Some of you have just subscribed to my YouTube channel, which is Build a Business with Chris. Some of you have bought from me, and some of you will buy from me in the future, and some of you will never buy from me. But I'm building that know, like, and trust factor with you on this live. I've been engaged with you. I'm live on 3 different platforms right now, or 3 cameras, but 5 platforms. 5. 2 YouTube channels, Facebook page, Instagram, and TikTok. And I've engaged with my audience this whole time, right? This is what is going to get me sales now and for the future. And this is just me authentically showing up as me. Your live does not have to be 2 hours, right? It doesn't have to do this. I'm just doing this because I love this. I'm waiting for my mother to be like, he's still on live, but she knows, and I've been consistent. Yes, because I took 2 months off, and I didn't mean to take 2 months off, and that was the longest I've ever taken off in my business. I typically post every single week, and I typically go live at least once, if not twice per week. And that was literally my cadence since 2019. I've posted every single week on my platforms. When I say platforms, I really mean YouTube. But life was life in last year, and I accidentally took 2 months off this year. But because I was so consistent for all those years, I still got followers. I still got views on my videos. It was still, working, right? But the consistency is there. And when I don't have traveling and stuff, you'll see me here because I love going live. So for the month of June, I'm going to be going live a lot. And I did. I needed that break. I did. I needed that break. My mama just called and I said, I'm on TikTok live stream. My mom knows. My mom is actually one of my clients. Well, she was one of my clients. I'm trying to see if she's going to come. She might. I've been looking for a live strategy. You only get like 1 to 2 people, and then it goes on 0 and stays. Okay. She's a seamstress, so she sews. Okay, digitally blessed. What do you sell? Let me see your profile. It says helping moms create passive income with digital products. Okay, you sell digital products. What are your digital products? And do you know? Do you have a clear offer that you're selling on your live? Because that's possibly it. I also want you to know this. Specifically for TikTok, and I think this can happen on YouTube too, because people can scroll and look at your live and not show. People can watch your TikTok live without clicking on your live, so you won't know that they're there. So if you're scrolling through the live or your For You page and someone live comes up, if you don't click on the live, it will still show you that 0 people are watching. So we're going to talk about this in the live bootcamp, but when you go live, you show up like there's 100 people. There has been times where there's been 0 people watching on Instagram. There has been 0 people on TikTok, and there has been 0 people on my YouTube channel. Now, I am live on all my platforms at once because I maximize it, right? I maximize it. But I have been live on TikTok and it said 0 people, but you always have to remember that people can still watch. And the replays are just as valuable. And you can download your TikTok replays and post them to your platform. You can repurpose them and post them on Instagram. Some people even repost them and post them on YouTube. So don't get discouraged because you see 0. A 0 could be 1, and you never know who that one person is that's watching. That's why having a plan is key. Because even if I see 0, I can go through all of my talking points. I can go through my already created FAQs. And if no one's there, I can end the live and use the replay. And if someone's there and they ask a question, I can engage. I was about to hang up this live about 3 times. And then someone asked a question or someone said something, and I just kept going because I had time. If I didn't have time and I have something else to do, I would have just left. And I'll go live again tomorrow. We can talk again tomorrow. But tonight, I have time. Tonight, I decided, and it's so funny. I told God, I was like, I'll stay on live as long as people are talking to me. Because there's sometimes where I can go live for 22 minutes. I don't think I've done 2 hours since like a birthday live or like an anniversary live. And you said this, author. I do every year on my anniversary, which will happen again. I have an anniversary party and I tell my whole story about how I got fired and how I started the business. So I do that literally every year. And then I kind of do a birthday, something similar on my birthday too. So digitally blessed. If you want help, I would love to help you. My live boot camp is 3 days and it's only $99. So I would love to help you put a strategy together. See, she peeked her head and like, what you doing? I'm still on live. So I would love to help you put together a strategy. The link is in my profile. If you have any questions and you want to ask me anything else before then, feel free to send me a DM. I respond to my DMs and I respond to my emails. So if you reply to a Kristen Maximizer email, I'm responding. Okay. Yes, I'm so happy. Now, this replay will be up on my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris, so you can watch the beginning of it to help you. And I do have some other lives on there where I'm talking more about live, but this boot camp literally is all the things. And you actually get coached by me. So you can come and you can bring your specific questions. I will be more than happy to look at your TikTok. I'll be more than happy to discuss your offer because that's one of the things that we go over to see what suggestions I can give you to help you sell a little bit better and to help you feel more confident on your lives. I must say, I really liked your YouTube channel and have subscribed as well. Yay! I'm glad you've enjoyed it. I'm glad it's been helpful. I love the YouTube channel. So next week, I'm going to do another batch recording. So I think I recorded 12 videos. I have almost all of my videos for June done. Now I just have to edit them. And then my sister's my graphic designer. She makes all of my thumbnails. So I just need to edit them. But I think my Saturday video is edited. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to try to edit 2 more videos so I can just schedule them. Because Saturday I'm going out with family, but I need to upload my video on Saturday. Do you work ahead? I talked about this. For my content on YouTube, yes. I batch all of my content. So I recorded 12 videos. I needed to do the last week of May. So I did the last week of May and I did 3 weeks of June. So next week, I'll do the last week of June and I'll do like 2 or 3 weeks of July. So I think I have 2 more filming days. Yeah, I have 2 filming days where I'm going to record 12 videos. So that will give me through like mid-July. No, August. Because this 12 videos is like July and this is like partial June and partial August. So all of my videos will be done. I actually said this earlier. And then I have 2 days where I'm recording shorts. So I really need to work on my outline so that I can record the shorts. I probably got to move because I really want to do these shorts. So I probably got to move my shorts recordings because I don't think I'm going to have all my outlines done in time in order to record these shorts. But I could probably do them on Saturday morning. So I think I said it takes me in a month, it takes me about 12 hours to decide my video topics. I do 3 videos a week. Then I outline all my video topics. Then I can record about 3 to 4 videos in 1 hour. And then it takes me about an hour or so to edit 3 videos. So I think when I did the math, it was like 12-ish to 15 hours in a month. And I can do all of that. But I batch. So I decide all my video topics. Then I outline all of them with 3 to 5 talking points. Then I sit down and I record no less than 9 videos at a time. So when I sit down to record, I'm recording 9 YouTube videos, 6 to 10 minutes each. I bring 3 shirts and I'll sit and I'll do 3 or 4 videos in one shirt. So if I'm doing 9 videos, I'm doing 3 shirts in a shirt. And if I am doing 12 videos, I will do 4 videos in a shirt. But I've been doing this for years and my videos are 6 to 10 minutes. So I use a software called Airtable, and Airtable, I outline on my videos. So when it's a recording day, my makeup's done, I have my shirts. I sit, record a video, put it to iMovie, record a video, put it to iMovie, record a video, put it to iMovie. Once I'm done with those 4, take a sip of water, change my hair, change my earrings, change my shirt, sit back down, do the next 4. Okay, do the next 4. Then I do the same thing. Then boom, I'm done with those 12 videos. They're recorded, they're in iMovie. So then once a week, I sit down and I'm like, let's edit 3 videos because I'm posting 3 a week. So then I edit 3 videos a week. Okay. So I'll be more than happy. Yay, I'm so excited to have you. I'll be more than happy to share this strategy during the boot camp. But I also am going to be sharing how we can work together one-on-one to go deeper so that I can be in your strategy. Because I can tell you mine. And then if we were to work together on a one-on-one coaching basis, then I can literally be like, okay, let's create your strategy. But I wasn't always this productive. In the early days, I was like recording, editing, and uploading in one day. But for the life that I want to live, that is very unrealistic. So batching has saved my life completely because now all of my videos are done through June. I'm going to record 2 more times. In June, I'm going to record 2 more times. Then all of my videos will be done through almost through the end of August. So I don't have to worry about it. All I have to do is edit and work on outlines for like the rest of August and September videos. Okay. So yeah. And I do want to add in a shorts strategy. So I do have to give myself time to record these shorts. But, I could probably do it on Tuesday because that gives me Sunday and Monday, even though we got boot camp on Sunday and Monday. I'm so excited to have y'all. Y'all are going to love it. So we'll go over this. Just make sure Digitally Blessed when we're in boot camp, everyone gets the opportunity to ask at least one question. And then as long as there's more time, I'll open the floor. But I want to make sure everybody gets one question each night. And then if there's still time left, we'll double back. But make sure you ask me this question and I will show you what my Airtable looks like. I'll show you behind the scenes. Like I'll do a screen share in the Zoom and I'll show you my process. And then I'm also going to share with y'all my one-on-one coaching package. I have an amazing bonus and a discount. Just my package starts at $2,500 for 3 months, but I have an epic bonus and a discount for y'all that are in the boot camp. So I'll share with you how we can work together after the boot camp, and we can literally sit on Zoom, me and you, and flush out your whole strategy and all the things. You get the replays from the boot camp for 30 days. So you'll get 30 days of replay access. Yes. So you can watch them as much as you want for those 30 days. Absolutely. And you get your workbook. So you get to have your workbook forever. So your workbook is going to be specific questions that I'm asking you to answer. And it's basically the outline of your strategy. So you're going to leave, because each day the workbook's about 1 to 2 pages. So you're going to leave with at least 6 pages, depending on how much you write. It could be longer, but you're going to leave with at least 6 pages in your strategy. And that's the things that you can repeat every single month. And that will be in a Google Doc. So you'll be able to make a copy of it and then you can type in it. And then I also put lines on it. So if some people want to print it out and handwrite it, you can do that as well. Yep. So all of that will go out tomorrow. So excited to have y'all. So excited to have y'all. Okay. My booty is starting to hurt and I'm happy. I'm surprised my watch didn't tell me to like get up, but maybe because I'm moving my hands. So I think I'm gonna go to bed now. Thank y'all so much. This has been an epic live. It starts at 8 p.m. on Sunday. I'm going to send you the email here. Like once I get off of live, you'll get the confirmation email. And then you'll also get an email tomorrow with the workbook. Tomorrow evening, you'll get the workbook. So that way, if you want to print it out, you can. I would just say, and I'm gonna say it in the email, don't start the workbook until we start the training. Some people do it beforehand. But don't start the workbook until we start the training. Okay. Don't work ahead. What time is it there? It is 11:14 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I started this live at 9 p.m. I think my live for tomorrow is scheduled for, I have it for 8 o'clock. So it's either going to be 8 or 9, right? It'll either be 8 or 9. But most likely 8. Yeah, most likely 8 o'clock. So 8 p.m. Eastern, I should be live tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm excited because I have a lot of bootcamp stuff to do tomorrow. I see you are organized. Yes, I planned my lives for the week. And I wrote down all my times. Oh yeah, you talked out. I'll try to hop on tomorrow. Yeah, girl, have a good night. You've been here a long time. I appreciate it. And I'm not really talked out because I told you I love to talk. Like I could talk about this for hours. It's more so like my butt hurts. And I was sitting on my butt at the library all day today, like working on stuff. I wrote out like a bunch of sales emails today, the last minute sales emails for the boot camp. And then I got to write out like the rest of the boot camp emails. Cause like this stuff is like drafted, but now it's like, okay, schedule them and get them going out. Like I had to update the workbook. So get the workbook sent out, so it's just little stuff that I have to do. So yeah, so I think at this point, we only have 4 spots left in boot camp. I'll count, but we literally have 4 spots left. So if you want to join, now is the time. So I'm going to see y'all tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll see y'all there. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for rocking with me for 2+ hours, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.